G'day everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Pint Party, Twitch stream designed to turn a game into gimmick into a text write-off. I'm John McLeish. Today we heist! Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. I like these ones, even though the puzzles realistically aren't any different to really any other puzzle. It's the theme of the puzzle. It's all about the theme of the puzzle. Oh my god, I'm so looking forward to this one. So last stream, we got to start on it by... Well, actually, maybe let's explain the puzzle again real quick. So what we need to do is we need to get this file and put it into here, which sounds pretty straightforward, but we're entering a new bank account into a bank checking account server. So you can't just drop it in there and hey presto, it's done, because the bank's going to know something's up. They're going to be like, where the heck did this file come from? All right. So we got to put it into the file register right here, which tells the exes what files are here. The bank exes, I should say, but also tells our exes, so it's useful. So we need to add this file name to that, which I don't think changes. No, it doesn't. So we can just hard code that value, which is really, really nice. But there's also a bunch of other stuff we need to do as well, and one of those is we need to start stealing some money. But not a lot of money, only a little bit of money, just a teeny little bit of money. We need to steal $1 from every single account. But that's not as straightforward as it sounds, because in order to do that, we need to put in this account number, then whether it's a credit or a debit, and it'll be a debit, which we get the name from another file. And then we need to put in the amount. And that bit's really straightforward because it's $1. So you just put in a 1 and a 0 and like, bada bing, bada boom, you're done. But then, once we've done that, we then need to make a corresponding entry in here. And we need to have this account, the account number for this person, for this file, or whatever file we're on, credit, the word credit, and then the amount that they've transferred, which will be $1. So that's what we're doing right now. So far, and I've been thinking about this. I think we won't have an expa. Like I was gonna create a whole separate expa just to deal with this file to give us our credit and debit. But like I could probably hive that off to a replicated unit, and it's not that big of a deal. But it doesn't make a big difference either. Like having it broken out as a separate exa as well is also totally fine, I think. I don't think it's going to affect our activity at all. Because we still need to move the file. Do we need to move the file at all? Because I guess we do. Do we? So, I'm trying to think about the flow of information here. Because what we've got is, first of all, we grab our account number. This is our exit that's going to do, this is Mama that's going to do most of the work. They're going to grab the account number, and they're going to bring it into here. That's job one done. And then they're going to just drop the file there, because we're not going to muck with it for a while. Like, we're not going to be doing anything to it until the very end, so it doesn't matter. So then we're going to grab our file directory, which tells us how many files are actually here. Because right now the exa has no idea not only how many files are here, but what the files are actually called. This tells the exa how many files there are and what they're called. And with that, we go through and we make a bunch of clone exas to grab those files. So we copy the number of the name of the file into our X register. We replicate a clone with that number in its X registry, which will then grab that corresponding file and do stuff to it. And that's just going to go through until it reaches the end of the file. Then it's going to go all the way back to the start of that directory, and it's going to start counting how many files are in there. And it's just going to go through that. Hang on a minute. Yeah. So it's just going to go through and count how many files are in that file directory, and then transfer that into the T register. And this is important, because then what we're going to do is all right. So once we've got that, and we've got that in our tier register because we're going to use that as a counter. Once we've got that, we then copy over the name of this file 300. This is Ember's file into that directory. Because we only need to know about these files. We don't need to know about Ember's file for the purposes of what the clones are going to be doing. Because all the clones are going to be working on these files, and we need to send them data, and we don't need to send any extra data for Ember, so we're not going to do that. But we still need to put her Ember's file into the directory. So we do that, then we drop that file because we don't need it anymore. Now we grab file 300, and we copy F to X, which is copying the account number, this here. We're going to copy that account number into our X registry, and then we're going to send that out to everybody. So we copy that into our M directory, and everybody who's picked up their file at this point has gone all the way to the end of the file. And what are they doing at the end of the file? Seek 999. Wait a minute. Grab X. Seek the end of the file. Copy that. Oh, I see. Okay, so they've got. Okay, sorry, I got myself a little confused here, but no, I'm back on track. So what the replicated exes are doing is they're grabbing each file, they're going to the end of the file, which will be right here, or here technically, but it'll start a new line, and then they wait for the account number, and that's what they're going to put in first because we need to follow this order. So we need to put in an account number, then we need to put in the word debit. Oh my god. I just realized, no, we can't rely on that being there though. We can't rely on the word debit being there, so we're not going to. Never mind. I was going to say we could just copy that over, but like that's obviously clearly not the same in every single file. I mean, it's mostly the same, but we can't rely on that, so we're not going to. So, but we can put in the account number, and every single exa is going to get the same information, but like basically one at a time because they can't share information on the M channel. They can only like it's first come first serve. So they're just going to grab information off the M channel. And so that's why we're going to do that for the amount of times that there are files in the file directory. And so we're going to go and work ourselves all the way down. And then we need to do the next step, which will be the next step. But I'm just having a thought here because we need to preserve this counter. We need to preserve the counter because we just want to make sure that we've got it for the next thing. Because once we've done the account number, we then need to do the word debit. We need to send that out, and I'm just gonna have Exba. Okay, yeah. So I've got Exba C set to local. So Exba and Exa will only ever talk to each other. Exba's not going to talk to the rest of these replicated exes. Just to make that line of information, it's all going to come from here. Like Exa is the central central information unit. It's where the information comes from. It's mother brain. I don't know. It's George Clooney. That's it. It's George Clooney. All information comes from George Clooney and goes to George Clooney. So that's what they're doing. So, but we need to know how many times to send out the word debit. And I think we can just keep that counter. But unfortunately right now we can't because we've kind of filled ourselves up. Because we're copying the account number into here, into the X registry. But here's what I'm thinking. Instead of doing that, we get rid of that step entirely, because right now we've developed our counter, we built it in X, and then we copied it into T. So right now it's preserved, and let's keep it preserved by, instead of copying X to M, we're going to copy F to M. So, and remember the first thing in there is the account number. So we're going to copy F to M, then we're going to seek -1, because we want to go back to here always. So we're just going to read it, which will then move it forward. Then we're going to move it back, right back. And then we subtract 1 from our T counter, which is preserving our original X value. And then we jump back through and we go all the way through this whole song and dance again until we empty out this till it reaches 0. Then once it reaches 0, it falls through. Which means... Okay. Yes. So they're going to copy over the account number. And then... Why are they testing if x equals 9999? Oh my god, I had a reason for that. I've completely forgotten the reason. So they're going to go to the end of the file, copy the account number in. I don't think we need this. I don't think we need it at all. Because then we're going to send over the word debit. That'll be that. We'll send over that word. And then once we've done that, we really don't need any more information because we know that it's always going to be $1. So we can just do the $1 value. And then they go back to the start of the file because we need the account number for that file. And they're going to copy that into the M register. But maybe we want to put it... Wait, because we're copying... Wait, why are we copying M to X? No, we shouldn't be doing that. Let's copy... oh, wait. Why do we... No, we don't need to. Let's just copy it straight into the... So, that's the account number. That's the word debit. Yeah, there must have been a reason. I must have had, like... I think it was before I realized I could just make this local and, like, not have it ever talk to the replicator clones. So, it'll send over account number. It'll get the account number first. Then it'll get the word debit. Then it'll put in $1. Go back to the start of the file. And then send over the account number. And again, we don't really care about the... It doesn't matter what order they come in. Like, I think they can all... Yeah. I wonder if it wants us to bring it in that order. Because I don't think it really matters. I don't think the order matters. As long as they all... Because it's... I mean, technically speaking, in terms of, like, you know, what time the transfer occurred, they're all occurring at the exact same time. You know, let's say, what time is it now? 2:15. They all happen, like the debit and the credit happened at 2:15 precisely at the same time. They both did the same thing. Or 2:15 and change. Technically, it'll be 2:15 and so many hundredths or thousandths of a second, however fast the clock speed of an exa is. So I don't think the order actually matters. It can all kind of come in whenever, and that should work. If we have to bring them in a specific order, though, that's going to be a nightmare. That'll be like an actual genuine nightmare. But I'm guessing that we don't have to do that. So we do that, and then we send that back. Okay, but we need to get the debit. And in order to do that, we're going to go... okay, well, what we need to do is we need to copy... So now we need to reset our T register. And so we're going to copy X to T. So that's going to, remember, because we preserved the number. Then we're going to go into local mode. In fact, actually, I'm going to do that in reverse just to make absolutely sure that, like, nothing from here is going to get communicated back. Because they might do this, this stuff way faster. Well, no, because that's going to happen as the very next step. So, oh, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, okay, so that's why I'm waiting for... Now I understand. That's why I need to wait for a go code, because I need them to wait. I do. I need them to wait. How do I get them to wait? Because if I'm sending out this, but then they all do that at the same time, some of them might grab and end up putting the account number in twice, which is not what I want. So I need them to... Yeah, that's why we're testing M. I think that's why we moved M to X, and then we tested if it was 9999. Test if X is equal to 9999. Because if it's true... What the heck are they going to do if it's true? Like, yeah. Okay. So I think actually what we're going to do is we're going to do M to F, because that's the file number. That's not going to change. That can happen kind of like all at once. Then I think we do the next one as an M to X, I reckon. And then we need to test if it's a word. But that's technically a keyword, so that won't give us the result we want. Because I was just going to do a straight test. It's like, is this a keyword? That's technically a keyword because it's alphanumeric. It's not straight numeric. So they would both pass the test. Both this and the word debit would both pass that test, which is really, really bad. So I wish there was a way to wait. Because I mean, we could put the $1 step in, but that doesn't give us enough time to wait, because this might grab the next thing, and that's bad. Yeah. Thought maybe we could do it one at a time, but no, I don't think that's the way to go either. And what I mean is we only replicate one exa, grab one file, do everything to that file, and then blow it up, create another exa, and just move through that way. But that's, I mean, A, it's super inefficient, and B, it would mean constantly like dropping and picking up this file. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because all we need to do is send over this. We need to keep the account number at that point. We don't need a counter. We don't need to preserve the counter. We'd also guarantee, actually, because then we can just do a test EOF on this, and that tells us if we've got everything right. And then we just need to then grab, then we need to grab file 300 and kind of do the same thing, but we only need one piece of data from each one. Yeah. So for the most part, we could probably ditch a lot of this code that we wrote yesterday. We're just gonna ditch it because we don't need it. We just, like, this whole counter thing becomes completely useless. It's just because we're not going to use it at all. So yeah. And then what's this? So copy F to X. All right, and that's doing its replication step. Yeah, so we need to heavily modify this because we're not going to loop it. Not like that anyway. And if it's true, we're going to not jump back into directory. We're going to jump somewhere else completely. And we're not going to do that step there. Oh, actually, no, we won't. No, we won't do that step there. So I'm going to grab 199, copy F to X, do a rep file. So then I'm going to grab that, go to the end. It's going to copy something over. And then it's going to copy another thing over, and then write this out. Oh, right, and then it can just wait to send information back. That kind of works, actually, because then it can just sit there and wait. That's great, actually. For me, yeah, that totally works. Okay. So now the account number step. So hang on. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this test EOF. If true, jump to. We need to create another step here, which will happen after we've modified all these files. So we need to modify Ember's file. So mark call it Ember mod, I guess. So that's where it'll jump to. Okay. So once it does that, test DOF, if otherwise it's false, it'll fall through. And it'll copy what's in the account number. Because we haven't grabbed the account number. Because we've just, okay, hang on a minute. So we need to grab 300. We need to copy what's in there into its X register, which will be the account number, because we need the account number. Yeah, and then we're gonna copy. No, we're not gonna. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a problem, because how do we send each exa without? Ooh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, no, not a problem. We will have our exba pick up the slack. But that's fine. So we grab that file, we do a rep file, and we test, and if it's not true, it falls through, which means we need to go to mode, and then we need to copy M to X, whatever we get sent to us, which will be from this exa. So this exa is going to grab 301 because we need that as well, and we need to bring that over with us. So it needs to link 800, and then link 800 again, so we end up in the checking account. Then it is going to copy. We need the word debit, don't we? So we need to seek one, copy. Well, we just need the end of the file, actually. So let's go to the end of the file, and then copy F to X, drop that file, and then we're going to grab 301, and hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be dropped by the time we're ready to grab it. Oh, whoops. That should be on its own line. So we grab file 300. Oh wait, no, not 301. We want file 300. We grab 301. So we grab file 300, and then we copy what's in there into the M register. But we kind of want this to loop. We do want this to loop. So, well, we don't need all of it to loop. We just need this bit to loop. Mark. Call it. We'll call it 301 loop because that's the file it's holding. No, it's not. It's holding file 300. So this needs to be. At this point, it's just. Well, it's just. We'll call it. Credit debit, because this will be just what will send that word over, but it will wait until it gets told. Well, it'll check if it gets told something. So what we're going to do is up here, we are going to copy. Okay, because we're waiting for something to come back. We're waiting for the account number to come back. But what we're going to do is we're going to copy 9999 to M, because it doesn't matter. Well, actually, because it doesn't matter. We're going to send over the year that the year that Ocean's 11 came out. The George Clooney one, not the Rat Pack one. And then it's going to receive that information. And it's going to test if M is equal to... Well, actually... Ooh. Actually, no. Hang on, because what we can do is because we don't need to preserve it. So we can copy M to T. Then we're going to test if T is equal to, like, a kill code, -9999. And if true, it'll jump, because basically when it's done, when it's ready to send over the account file, to drop the account file to then pick up the 301 file again, we'll need to set a thing for that. Wait. Why am I doing all of this up here? This needs to happen in here. So if true, it'll need to jump into mark well, hang on. So we'll call this then debit. This will be debit. We'll create a credit. I wanted to see if I could get it all into one loop, but I mean, I probably can. I just can't see it right now. But maybe as we ride along, like, we'll figure it out. So if true, we will jump to credit. And for credit, we're going to drop the file we're holding, which will be this one, because we don't need the account. We don't need that account number anymore at this point. I'm going to grab 301, and then the first word we have in here is credit, so we can just copy that into our X registry. Because remember, the first time we copied debit, so now we're going to replace that with credit, and then we can create a loop, because all we have to do is just do this. Oh, but yeah, see, it's the true bit it's the test that mucks us up, I guess. Oh wait, hang on, and this needs to jump. Otherwise this needs to jump to debit. So this just needs to jump back once it's sent over the word. No, because this is just sending over the account number right now. Oh, hang on a minute. No, this isn't debit, this is account number. Okay, so copy M to T, test if it's the kill code. You don't need a kill code for the account number. The first thing it's ever going to send, it doesn't need this. Hang on. For the directory, so that'll just jump through that. Hang on a minute. Copy, replicate, test. Otherwise, if it's true, it'll do something like this, which is when we're ready for it to do that. Otherwise, hang on. I'm gonna copy M. So wait, hang on. So what's in our F right now? Oh right, yeah, which we don't need. Once we just need to copy M to X. And then jump back into directory. Because this can just loop through and create exes under all the live long day. Hang on. Well, first of all, let's call that not account no, it's account number. I don't think we need this. We could just put it all in here. We could just have it kind of send all the data. We could just receive all the data we need in kind of one go. And then just, well, no, and just constantly send it. But we do need to send a go code. But, okay, hang on a minute. We can just kind of like, hang on. This is now just too confusing. We're going to get rid of that. Pretty sure we don't need that anymore. because we're not holding that file. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy. We still need our Go code. Copy 2001 to M, and then get whatever comes back twice. Copy M to T. So we're going to fill up our T registry temporarily. So we're going to have the account number and then the word, and then our keyword, which will be debit. And then we're going to go mode, because we're only going to do this to one exa. That's right. So now we're going back to global, and then we're going to copy M. Copy X to M, which will be the account number, and then we're going to copy T to M, and then we're going to jump back. And it's not super efficient because it's going to send the same thing every single time, but like once we jump to the end of the file, like we're going to do it that way. In fact, once we've done that, no, I mean, this step we could probably get away with only doing once, as some kind of like, well, no, we can't, because our X registry is going to get wiped out. Our X registry is going to get wiped out, but our test registry won't get wiped out. Oh no, it's going to get wiped here though. So actually, we do need to repeat this step. I was just thinking, like, does the T registry get preserved in the replicated exa just the same as the X registry does? Because if it does, no, yeah, we could kind of we could make this sort of step happen earlier, and then we still need to send over an account number. No. We still need to send an account number anyway, so this is just it's kind of either or, and I like this order of operation. So that goes to local. I'm just gonna like put in notes so that I know where we are in our communication cycle. So that's global. So that puts us to local, that puts us to global. So sending that over to our replicated exa, and then we jump back, and we do this all the way until the end of the file. And then we have to do the ember mod, which is modifying this file. But we're just going to send over that Go code. So 301. So hang on. Grabbed that file and moved over. Copied that over to its X registry. It grabs 300, which is this one. Okay. Right. And then we need to do, so this will be the credit step. So hang on, I'm just gonna grab this, get rid of this. So this will be we'll call this the debit step. So this is the debit step where we're gonna send we're gonna send the account number and the debit in that order. And we've got the account number. We don't have the account number. Or we have it, but it's in the file. So what we need to do is, first we need to get something. We need to copy M to T. Test if T is equal to our kill code. And if it's true, it's going to jump into credit step. Yeah. I could probably just swap like who carries what in, and that's probably going to be a lot easier, or it would certainly be less steps, but not particularly, because I still need them both to drop their files, because Exba is going to be handling all of that. So yeah, anyway. So it's true, we jump to credit, which is then when we send over credit stuff. We'll call it pre-credit actually, because we need to like store that value. We need to like drop that file, pick up that file, grab the next word, drop it, pick this up so we can send over the account number and the word credit again. Yeah. Or we might just end up sending one word, but we'll figure that out later. So otherwise, it'll fall through because it won't be the kill code. So we just need it to then copy. What's in our X register right now? So that'll be the account number. Well, that'll be the word. That'll be from file. That'll be the word debit. Should be in there. Test that. And then copy F to M. So send that. So we're going to send the account number first over the M register. And then we're going to go back to the start of the file. Just to like reset that because we always want to send this over. And that just like guarantees it. We could just do a seek -1, but whatever. It doesn't matter. That's just easy to read as back to the start of the file. So we do that. Then we copy what's in our X register over M. And then we jump back. Jump to debit. Yeah. And then that can just run through and send that as many times as Exa wants. And then when it gets its... once it goes to Ember mod and it needs to mode, which is going to make it local again. And then we're going to copy... because it'll be global up here. Yeah. So, and then we're going to copy our kill code over M to say, now we want the next, well, not a kill code, but our next word. We want our next word from here. Because if we do this, if we do this, we won't do this. So it'll wait. This is just going to wait, and that's okay because the first thing it does is check if we've sent it the kill code. So then it'll go to here. Okay, so once it does that, we then need it to because now we're going to write things into file 300. So we need you to drop what you're holding because you're holding file 300. So once you receive that, you're going to drop what you're holding, just right out of the gate. Now this is where things have to be a bit tricky because if we get the order of this wrong, this Exa will blow up because it won't be able to pick up this file. So we need to drop that file. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to guarantee it by just doing nothing for a step. So once it does that, it'll then just do nothing because it needs to do its testing stuff. Oh, and it's still holding a file too, isn't it? It's holding the directory. So it needs to drop that, actually. It needs to drop its directory, and then maybe we do nothing for a step. And then we grab file 300. Okay. Yes. And then... and then we want to copy, because then we can just have it do. So it's going to drop this. Hang on, it's going to drop this. It's going to grab 301. Although 301's already on the ground, actually. So why have this send it over constantly? That'd be stupid, actually. No, what am I doing? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab 301. Copy F to X. So we want that in it. We want that keyword in our X register. Oh, wait a minute. Do we even want to drop? Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. Just thinking about how do we work out how many times we need to do this. How many times we need to do the right back step. Because this bit's easy. right? Because this it'll just do it all the way to the end of the file, and it's already doing it one at a time. But now we've got a whole bunch of exes ready to send back data. Trying to figure out the best way to do that. So maybe we don't grab. So we're not going to grab that file. But we've still got file 300 in our hands. We're going to drop that. We do need to drop that though, because exa needs to do stuff with it. So it's going to copy F to X because we need the first word in 301, which is credit now. Yep. And then we're going to drop that file. And then we're going to grab 300. I mean, so, well, we don't have to call this pre-credit anymore. We can, well, no, we'll call it pre. We'll call it pre-credit. Because we still need a credit step, actually. I think. So, what I'm thinking is, like, how do we work out how many times we do it? Well, we could just have Exba, like, take care of that. We could have it grab 199 and build a counter. So we could drop that, grab 199, and because nobody's holding it, because it was dropped. When did we drop it? We dropped it here. Cool, and that was dropping 199. So then we're doing nothing for a step, which is completely useless now. We can get rid of that. So we grab 301, copy that, drop that, grab this file, and then we need to go all the way to the end of that file to then start to do stuff. I think now we're ready to start to make a loop. Yeah. Problem is how to build that loop out. I suppose it kind of happens in a similar way to directory, but not the exact same, because we're kind of changing who's saying what and when. So, well, we're still in local mode. So I guess we need to go global. And then, see, but then I want to create a loop. So then I want to mark and call this the Ember loop. Or call this, call it credit. Credit loop. Well, we'll have it, no, we'll call it credit just to keep our namings the same. Because now we're in global mode. Because the first thing we need is the account number, account name. Well, yeah, but I want to always like basically ping back and say, are we at the end of the file? Like, are we there yet? Basically, like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So, well, I can just write that out actually. So, okay, so now that it's in global mode, because we do that in the Ember mod, so then we go copy M to F, copy X to F, which will be, which remember, because we did it up here, this will be the word credit. So copy X to F, so that way we've got an account number, doesn't matter which one, an account number, and then credit. So it'll actually, here we go, here, it'll look like it'll kind of look like this. It'll account number, credit, but instead of a 300, it'll be 1 and 0, which we can just like hard code in. So we do that, copy 1 to F, copy 0. Or do we have to copy 1 0 or 2? No, just 1 0. Okay, that works. Cool. Copy 0 to F. Then we need to go to local, back to local, and say, and then copy M into the T register, because we're gonna have it send over an "Are we there yet?" And why are we doing that? No. Why are we doing that? We could have it... No, wait, hold on. We could just have it do it here. We could have it send over, because we're not doing any testing here. So we could just do... So we could have it... So we could copy M to the T register. So it'll send... So it'll do its... So it'll do a counter step, because we don't need its account number anymore. We don't need the account number anymore, because we're holding that file. Send over... It'll just send over a counter that we can then just use. Yeah, and then we'll subtract 1 from T. No, from wait. Oh god, how did this work? I wrote it up here somewhere. Oh no, I did write it back in the old days. Wait. I think it's from T, subtract 1, write that back into T. I think that's the order you write that in. I might have messed that up. And then if true, jump to credit and just keep doing that. Yeah. Oh my god, that just handles that so nicely. Yeah. Okay, but we just got to make sure that this is going to happen. So, that's going to happen here. So, pre-credit grabs file 199, and then and then we're going to have a credit step, which will be our loop where it will copy F to T, and then add to X1, write that into X, and then test EOF. Oh, and we're also going to have this one, because we haven't written in, remember, in our file directory, we still haven't written in the file name either, so we need to do that as well, and we can just we can take care of that through this as well as building a counter. Oh, this is efficient. Oh, I like efficient code. So we test EOF, and if it's false, it just jumps back into credit. Like, we can just have it do that constantly until it builds a counter. Once it's built its counter, it will then fall through and copy X to M. So it'll send over the counter, and then it will copy 300. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Let's make sure we're at the end of the file. We should be at the end of the file, but let's make absolutely sure. So we're going to seek to the end of the file, and then we're going to copy 300 to F, and then just hold. That's the end of it. Well, we don't need a hold step. That's the bottom of that code. That's where it bottoms out. So then it'll just go, okay, cool, and then it'll just drop that. Oh, hang on a minute. No, we're not going to have it do that. Well, no, we are, but we're going to have it do all of that. But then we're going to have it do some more cleanup. We can have it take care of the cleanup by, because what are we holding now? We're holding the bank file. We're not holding 301. So we need to get rid of that file. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop that file, and then we're going to grab 301. We're going to wipe it, and then that's the end of it. So that way we get rid of this to leave no trace, and that can just like do its file cleanup. So it'll write in the extra file to the directory, clean this file up, and that's it done. That's it doing its dash. Okay. This can now all happen pretty much at that time. Can do this, and then it's going to send over a file and then blow itself up, because we only need the account number from them, which is great. I think credit still needs some steps in it, so true. So that's going to do that until it runs out. And now this was like basically the last thing it needs to do is do that. And once that's done, it can just halt. It can just blow itself up. God, I hope that works. I think I got the order right. Oh my god. Look at our size. We're at exactly 75 lines of code. Holy damn. This is tweet. Oh. Oh. Oh boy, we are coming right in at the wire on this one. Alright, so let's I just want to make sure that nothing just randomly explodes. So actually, I'm going to break this one out because it's about to create just a whole buttload of exes. Actually, and I want to break Exba out too because I want to make sure that they're both doing what I want them to do. Actually, can I put that there just so that I can look at them both? Yeah. Alright. Oh, uh-oh. That's bad. Cannot read past end of file. Yep. Right away, something broke. So it goes here, Oh, right. Because we seeked all the way to the end of the file. We don't need to, actually, so we just seek one. Let's not, then. I was going to make that super efficient. Well, not really. It wasn't going to matter. So then it copies debit. So we get that. Drop that file. And you've already grabbed file 199, so you can grab file 300. Sweet. Copy, yep. And then you created your thing. Test the end of the file. And then you're going to go to local mode, and you're going to send over, and it's waiting for, yep, the go signal, which you just received. And it goes, yeah, okay, and then it copies that file, yep, over the M register. So we send the account number back, and then we seek back to the start of the file. And then we send over the word debit over the M register, which it's now received both. Sweet. It goes global to then send that to its little buddy, which is right here, and it gets the account number, and then it gets the word debit, which it's then just written in there. Sweet. And then it does that, and then it does the 0, goes back to the start of the file, and is now ready to send information. Hopefully we haven't jammed up the channel. Well, we shouldn't have, because that one's fine. Okay. So, then, do this. Go back to local. Oh, it ran out of instructions? Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because I wanted to do all of this and then just copy that over, but I guess that's a problem because because if it doesn't have anybody, I thought it could just sit there, but obviously it can't. I mean, I guess what we can do is have it send over, it means writing some extra code. We're going to go over our size, which means there's probably a better way of, cleaning some of this up. But I think what we need to do then, instead of doing that, is we have to... I thought it could just sit there and wait. I've had it sit there and wait before. Maybe we copy F to X because we don't need the number anymore. And then we copy X to M. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so we're going to do all of this. See, it'll wait for something to come into the M channel. But it's not prepared to wait to send something. Okay. So, yeah. So that doesn't work. So we may as well just do that as a straight step. But what we're going to do is we're going to do another copy M to... Oh, no, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Because Because well, it's both. It's bad, but maybe we can fix it because we can't actually send it more data than we've already sent it, because by the time we've sent it data, actually no, we can have it send that. Yeah, see, by the time we sent it, by the time we've gone through and we're ready to receive, by the time we're ready to receive that credit, there's going to be heaps of people here. So if we have to send over if we have to then tell it to then send us that data, it could intercept the wrong piece of data. It could pick up, like this. It could pick up like the next account number, or the account number instead of what we want it to, and then blow itself up, which is bad. I mean, we could generate a wait loop, I guess, but then that's just a waste. Because if it intercepts it, this isn't going to send it again. So we can't have it do that. But maybe what we can do is have it go local and have it send... Because actually... So maybe we do this step... Actually, maybe we don't need a counter at all. So it's going to send over, and it's going to send copy M. Yeah. So what's that? That's the word debit. No, that's the account number, which we then go all the way back to the beginning, and then we send over that. So maybe instead of going back to the beginning, we will just send over the X thing, seek to the end of the file, copy M to F, which will be the file name. Oh, because we don't have the word credit yet. Well, that's fine. We could just put in all the account numbers. No, we can't. Can't do that. Unless we could divvy up the information. So no, see, we can't. We have to have the file name in the X directory. I mean, we don't actually. We could have it in the T. Yeah, well, we could, because that'll then wipe it out. Well, it's going to get wiped anyway because we need to do this. We need to copy stuff into the T registry anyway. We need to copy two things. We need the account number and the word. Unless we just sent the account number. If we just sent the account number... no, that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. No, that's a good system for getting this to work. Otherwise, we just make them blow themselves up, actually. Maybe that's the best thing to do, actually. Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's what they'll do. They'll just blow themselves up. We'll have to replicate another exa to like send back our account information, but this just ensures that this is all going to run clean until we're ready for it. So hopefully I didn't change anything too critical. So that'll all move over. grabs that, drops that file, grabs the account file. Alrighty, so now it's going to copy that over. Jump to pre-credit. No, so it's going to send over that. Oh, whoops. Yep, because I did change something. Change this, because I was going to seek all the way to the end. I don't want to do that. I want to go all the way back to the beginning. Copy. Yep, no, we're not going to do that. Okay. So then it runs out of instructions and blows itself up. Great. Great. And then that way we've added the debits to every file. Yes. Okay. As we move through here, we do this. Instructions. We test for the end of the file. We're at the end of the file. We jump to here. Oh, but we've got an extra exa. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we just move this. This can just be moved. We can make this the first thing that happens, which is totally fine. Because we don't have anything in our T register at that point anyway, so that's cool. That actually works out really nice. Okay, so then this does all of this until it reaches the end. Okay, and then it's sending over its last piece of information, and it's sending it to its last exa. Cool, and then it tests for the end of the file, which we're now at. So then we do this, and we go to local. We say, hey, we're ready for the next word. And we're already going to grab our file. We're already going to grab that file directory, so we may as well have it instead of doing a counter, instead of it developing a counter, we could just have it send over file names. Literally all it has to do. Yeah, actually. Yeah, because we can just have this exa handle... Oh, no. Well, actually, yes. Yes, we can, because we can have... Okay, hang on. Here's because... I'm just wondering, because we can make another replicated exa, but maybe we have this one. I think this one's got to make the replicated exas this time. But yes, and then it needs to send the information to this one, which will then be holding this file. But why? Why have it hold the file? Why not have this one still holding the file? Because it needs to pick up its new word. That's why. Well, hang on a minute. So, pre-credit. So we don't have the next word yet. Yeah. Oh, wait, because this one's going to grab that word. That's right. It's going to drop that file. It's going to grab that file. It's going to grab the credit word. Yep, that's cool. Yeah. Well, why does it need to do that in this new paradigm? So, because what I'm thinking is now that we've done, once we've done all of these, we need to go back through and just grab their account numbers, and that's all we need from them. So, yeah, once we've done this step, let's think about this. Do we want to drop this file, or do we really? We don't really need to. As a matter of fact, As a matter of fact... Oh, no, because we need to do rep file. Ooh. Yeah, and that's going to do that. So we see, realistically, we'd want something like this, but instead of having a rep file here, instead of having we'd call that write file, and we want a read file. But using basically all the same steps, that would be just grand. But we can't do that. I think that's fine. I think it'll be fun. I think all we need to do is... So we do that. We want to drop... So we need to grab... This is going to grab that word for credit. And then drop it. And then grab the file 300. And go all the way to the end. And then copy... Yeah, so... But we don't want it to do that step anymore. We want to get rid of that step. Because that's for the counter that we were going to have. But we're not going to have a counter anymore. We're going to have... Well, we've got the word credit. No, wait a minute. Because we've got... That'll give us the account numbers. That could give us the account numbers, actually. If this step grabs the file and then copies it to there. Okay, but instead of doing that step, we do a rep step. Copy F to T. Yeah, and then let's see if we can do if it'll preserve the T register. I think it should. So REPL, and we'll call this one mark rep. This will be another rep file actually, because it's kind of the same as this, but we need like a way shortened version of it. So instead of grabbing X, it's going to grab T. And then copy F to M, because these would still be local. So what are we sending over here though? Because this has got... Oh, because this has the banking information. So why are we sending it back to here? Why not... Actually, why not just go global? So then, rep file, grab, oh no, not grab, sorry, mode. So then it goes to global, because it'll start local, because I know it retains this one. And then it grabs the file number from the T register and copies it over. But it's also got, what's it? Wait, what is it grabbing here? Copy F to T. Oh, right. Yes, that's the file. Yeah, REPL. Yep, rep file. Yeah. Test end of file, and if false, if it's not at the end of the file, we're going to jump through and just keep doing that. So that gives us all of our exes back for that. Yep. And because it's, yeah, I don't know if we actually need any of this extra stuff here. Oh, actually, well, yeah, because we still need the 301, because we should probably do that step. That step should probably be preserved. I think they're fine. Well, what's it holding? Oh, yeah, because it'll be holding the directory, so we'll need to get rid of that. Oh, yes, actually. So we need to keep, actually... These steps need to be preserved. Oh, actually, all of those need to be preserved. I don't know what this X. We don't need to copy X to M, because that was for the counter actually. So we can just get rid of that, and that can be our cleanup step. Because once it's done, I suppose once it's done creating the replicated exes, it literally doesn't need to be talked to anymore, because this is going to have the word for credit in it. Go to 300. Go to the end. And... Oh, but we need to know... These still need to talk to each other, because we need to know how many exes are being created. Well, actually, yeah, okay, hang on a minute. So we're copying F into our T registry. And then we're going to add to X1, write that into X, and just do that. And then once it's done all of that, it can copy X to M. Yeah, that'll work. So hang on a minute. So it's going to go to the end. Oh. No, that's not going to work. Well, hang on, because we haven't built a loop yet. Here, we have it here. We still need to build a loop. Well, actually, no, we have the loop right here. It's here. So we're not copying. Oh, right. Okay, so we're going to copy M to T. But that's bad, because there's going to be nothing. The first thing that's going to get sent is from the replicated exa, which is going to send over its file name. So we're not actually going to get a timer, because it's just building it right here. Yeah, so maybe, so we can't build the timer at the same time. That's just not going to work. So yeah, because this is expecting a timer. So what we need to do is, I think if we go void, that just deletes the information. We don't want to do that. So we're going to copy. I think we're going to man, we need to make a counter. Damn it. We need to make a counter. We're going to copy. Like, basically, we are going to do our copying, because we need to do that. Damn it. I was hoping to avoid this. No, I'm going to copy F to X. Copy F to X. Oh, no. I'm going to copy it to T. That's right. Because then we're going to do our counter in X. That's right. Test DOF. If false, jump into counter. Counter. And then it'll fall through. And then it will copy X over the M register. So which needs to happen. So this is still local right now. So we need to copy M to T, then go global, and then it can receive information from these guys. Yeah, and then that all works. That should all work, I think, because it does that, and then copies, yeah, and then we replicate, test end of file. Yeah, because we only need the counter for here, actually. Yeah. And then it'll, copy that. So it'll copy the account number, and then whatever's in its X directory, which will be credit, and then it'll do the $1, and then it'll subtract 1, and then it'll go through. Okay. I hope this works. We get debit. Grab the 199. Yep, we got file 199. We've got file 300. Okay. And then we're doing our rep step for the file grabs. And then we're saying, hey, give me that Give me that account number. And then we're sending that over. What do we send back? Oh, no, right. Yeah, yeah. And then we're going to send over the account number and the word. And we're going to do that whole song and dance again. So, wait a minute. Does that get kept every time? Copy F to X. What are we copying? Oh, right. Yes. No. Because we need... Oh my god. We could make this more efficient. Because we could just keep that X register. We could just copy the file into the T register. I think. That's a big if. The big if. I think we can. Hang on a minute. Can we just end it by pressing... Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So we can just leave those there then. Hang on a minute. So instead of copying F to X, let's copy F to T. And then, in here, we're going to grab T. Let's see if that works. So, it's going to, come on, create the exa. Grab T. Ooh, yeah, okay, so that's good. So that, I mean, we were going to do that over here anyway. So now we know that actually, like, oh, but the first time we run through this, we don't have anything in our X register. Right. Yeah, okay, so it kind of doesn't matter then. I mean, yeah, okay. Whatever then. Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter. Because we're not going to have it the first time we run through this loop. We'd have to do that, the account number step, like up here. Which I suppose we could do. Hang on. We just could. Hang on, because we grab file 300. And then we could just copy... Actually, hang on a minute. Grab 199. So hang on. Put that in T. Do that rep step. Hold on. Because I'm just trying to, like, see if we can get this down a little more. And I think we can. So do that, do that, do that, do that. And then it's going to send over... Yeah. It's going to send over an account number, which we now are not going to do... Oh, we're not going to... Yeah, we're not going to do that step there. We're going to do that step here. Oh, wait, which we need to go local for. Damn it. Well, yeah. Not unless we start local. We could start local. That's totally fine, actually. And then copy M to X. Grab 300. Copy F to M. And then in here, we're going to copy, M to T. Yep, because we still need our go. We still need our go for the rest of this. And then it's going to copy. No, we're not going to do that step anymore because that's our account number, which we don't need. We're just going to send that over, which means we don't need to do this step. Okay, so we were able to kind of save some code here. Sweet. Okay. Copy X to M and then jump back over. Yeah. Okay, cool. And so that way we've got the account number already. So we're just needing the word debit constantly. Yeah. So wait a minute. So we're sending that over, and then we want to send what's in our X registry. And we're going to send over what's... Yeah, so that needs to be the same because we need to send the account number and then we'll need to send the word debit. Yep. And then jump back. So I think that should work. Okay. So now it's waiting for a go from this person who's then going to send over that. Yep. And then it's waiting for a go. That's cool. Cool. F to T. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. We don't need to send... Oh, my God. That's right, because it'll have it in its X registry. So it'll just copy... Wait a minute. Just copy X to F. Oh, my God. Yeah, so we don't need to send it over at all. You can just totally eliminate a step right there. Yes. Okay. So that's doing that, it does that, and then it goes rep, and then this goes grab what's in its T register, go all the way to the end, copy what's in your X register, which is that, and it does that, And now it goes, okay, now I need the word. Yeah, what's the good word? And the good word is debit. Which we then send over, and we say the good word is debit. And it goes, yeah, righto, mate. Puts that in, and then does that, and then goes ba-boom. Okay, so we were able to save one line of code. Cool. Alright, cool. It's more efficient than it was, but it's not super efficient. Alright. So then that will just go through all of this until we get to here. So let's do that. Alright. Okay. Because then we're kind of swapping. Alright, yeah, because we don't need the account number anymore. We don't need Ember's account number. Okay, so we withdrew money from other accounts. We did that bit. Okay, that's cool. So then we grab file 199. Copy F to T. Wait a minute, because we have the word debit. Wait a minute. Oh, right. So we're going to... Wait a minute. They've already got the word credit. How did Exa already get the word credit? Oh! It's got it there. Then it grabs the file 300. Oh, so wait a minute. Hold on. I think I got my wires crossed. Hold on. Because if we've already got the word credit, and then we go all the way to the end of this file. Yeah. Okay, whatever. It'll probably blow itself up. But now all it's waiting on is an account number. Okay, wait. Why was it going numeric? Hang on a minute. What's the problem? Probably F to T. Oh, that's where it's, yeah, because we now haven't reset our X register. Yeah, okay. But wait a minute. What do we need a counter for? For how many times this is going to happen. But hang on a minute. What's it doing? It's copying what's in its file to the T register. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that step at all. Yes, we do, because we need that's the file register, which for this. Yes. Otherwise, it jumps back. But we don't. Yeah, because this is going to have credit already. So wait. Yeah, because that's literally all that's sending over, because we've got the word credit already, so we're ready to start writing it. So yeah, which I did here. Yeah. Okay. Go to the end, and then let's sit waiting for a counter, but we need to reset the counter, so we need to copy 0 to X. And then this should all more or less work. Yep, and then that's just going to wait for its counter. Oh, which already has a 1 in it. No, because we're going to reset, we're going to wipe that out by whatever, because we're not adding, we're just copying, yeah. And then that's just going to do a counter. And 1, test end of file, which I meant is true, and if it's true, it'll do this. Send it over. So it goes, you got 6 files you're going to do. So we go to global. Oh, cannot read past end of file. Oh dear. Something happened here. Hang on. Oh. Right. Okay. Yes. So we need to loop back around. Damn it. Seek. Back to the beginning of the file. Yeah. Go to here. So we get our counter. Do that, and then have it. Yeah. Now it can do things. Yeah, okay, so this should kind of just work. And it'll write it out in the order of the file, so that should be really, that'll work really nicely too, I think. So that's halted, and that's already reached the end of the file. Ooh, okay, that's a problem. So, copying, what are we copying? Why are we sending that? What are we sending over that for? Hold on. What's in our X register at that point? So that's at global, and this is in local. Tests for the end of the file. And jumps to credit. Okay. So what are we sending? Oh, I think that's just useless now. I think that's old from an old revision. We don't need that anymore, I think. Okay. So then it's just gonna go through this. Zero, subtract one, jump to credit, copy. Okay, alright, so that, yeah, because they're now moving independently. Hold on. Did this do its thing? Oh, that's, yeah, okay, do that. Drop it. Grab 301. Wipe it. Ooh! And then it's doing stuff in here, which it should be a file ID not found. Oh, okay. That's actually totally fine. That's, it saves an instruction. It can just, grab file 1. It can be like, I don't know what file 1 is. I'm just going to blow myself up. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted you to do anyway. So it's a bug, but it's a bug in the same way that rocket jumping in Quake is a bug. So in the original Quake, rocket jumping, which everybody nowadays just takes for granted, is point the rocket launcher at your feet, jump and fire at the same time, and you get double your height. That was a bug of the Quake physics engine. It wasn't supposed to do that. It wasn't designed to do that. You just could, because it slipped through. But everybody started doing it and was like, this is like an awesome thing. So from there on, they went, okay, we're not going to patch it out. We'll keep it in. In fact, we'll now build maps specifically designed for it, and thus rocket jumping becomes the thing. Okay, but that completed its job. Oh, hang on a minute. We didn't... because we're about to finish here. Right, because we need to grab our last one. That withdraws all the money from the other accounts. Like so. We do that. So we could get rid of the hold step. We just have it grab T, and it'll go file not found. Oh, wait a minute. Deposit money into Ember 2's account. Did we not do that? I thought we just did that. Move here, into checking, then iterate over the checking accounts listed in the directory file, and in that order transfer $1 from each target account to Ember 2's account. Did I not do it in that order? Wait, hold on. Yeah. Iterate over the checking accounts listed in the directory, and in that order, transfer $1. Is that not what I did? Did I not do it in order? No, I might not have written these out in order, because... oh, no. So that's why it's saying, because it's got them all in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all in there, but they might not be correct. They might not be in the correct order. Oh, that's a nightmare. That means... Okay. I'm not going to like, usually what I'll do is I just like straight delete, but I'm not going to. I would just like click the bin, but here's what I'm going to do. We're going to keep this. We're going to create a new solution. And we're just going to open that one. And we're kind of going to start again. But we kind of have a clear idea of what we're going to do. But here's what I'm thinking, right? So we absolutely need this exa to handle kind of everything. So what it's going to do is it's going to grab 300. And then it's going to link 800. And then link 800. And then it's going to copy what's in its F register into its X register. Yeah, actually, wait a minute. I'm going to make this one local. We're going to make... No. So all it's going to do is it's going to send the account number, and in return, it's going to get an account number. So yeah, so seek to the end of the file. And then we need to do a loop. So we need... to copy... No. I need a way to validate if we're at the end. That's a problem. I'll figure that out in a minute. So this one is going to grab 301, and then it's going to seek 1 because we need to make a debit. Actually... No, it won't. It will copy... No. Oh, seek 1. Seek 1, no. And then copy... copy that into its X register. Yep. And then it'll do some linking. Well, actually, we may as well do that. Hang on, so link 800, link 800, and then it'll do that. Copy F to X, and then we'll do a replication step. We will have we could have the file register be handled by a replicated exa, actually. So mark rep directory. Grab, so it'll do all of this, and then create. Then it'll kind of bump it out to here, which will grab file 199. And it's still got the word debit in it, so it can then copy the file into the T register, and it'll do a REPL. we're gonna have exas making exas, cloned exas making cloned exas, which will be rep file. So it'll do that, and then it'll do... actually, remember, we need to do a test EOF first. Test EOF. And if true, it'll have to jump somewhere, but we don't care about that right now. So rep file. We'll just mark an end. We'll just have it temporarily go to an end. So that'll do a replication step. And then jump back into rep directory. Okay, and that can just kind of run its way around for as much as until it reaches the end of the file. Then when it reaches the end of the file, it'll have to do a thing, but we will figure that out in a minute. So, markrep file will grab what's in its T register, and it will then copy what's in the first thing in the file, which is that account number. Oh, no. It will, because it'll start global. Actually, yeah, okay. Mode. So it'll go local. Copy what's in the M register. To its T register. Yeah, it can overwrite that actually. And then it'll copy what's in its what's in the file, which will be that account number, because it needs to send an account number back. And then it will seek to the end of the file and copy what's in its T register to the file, which is the account number. Yep. And then it'll copy what's in its X register to the file, which will be the word debit, if we've done this right. Hang on. So that will be debit. So it'll still have that in its X register, because we haven't fiddled with the X register yet. So it'll do that. And then it will copy 1 to F, copy 0 to F, yeah, and then it can just hold, I guess, because we've already sent back the account, the appropriate account number. Yeah, okay, so this one is going to be doing things. Okay, what is it doing though? It is going to be doing things. Let's see. Because it needs to send the account number. That absolutely needs to happen. And it needs to happen in a loop. I'm guessing these numbers all change, like the highest number is always going to change. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. See, the thing that's always tripping me up is knowing how many times we need to go through the loop. So maybe before we do any rep steps, oh, hold on. Oh no, because that's doing a rep directory. But it's got nothing, but it's not holding anything. So this is going to be no good. Because it's not holding anything right now. It hasn't grabbed anything. Okay, well, hang on a minute. So maybe we have it not go to directory. Have it go to a counter. Because nobody exists right now. So we can, like, there aren't any extras besides this one. So this one can do it, which is fine. Mark rep. Counter. Oh, and this one can then seek to the beginning of the file and copy F2X, because remember we've already done this step, so we can wipe out that X registry and have credit, and then send that over while this is looping through. So we can go mode, copy, because it doesn't need the word debit, it only needs the word credit. This one needs the word credit, so we can copy X to M. And then that's kind of done everything it needs to do. So instead of doing halt though, we'll just do jump end. Okay. So the rep counter is going to grab 199. We need another loop. So we need to call this rep pre counter. Ugh. Rep 199. Mark. Rep counter. This is the actual counter. Ugh. Copy what's in your F register into your T register. Oh, that's bad. That is bad, actually. That is really bad. Okay, no, we're not going to do this. We still need this because we're going to need to like we still need it to grab the file. So pre-directory. Just call it yep. So it'll be this will be pre-directory. Still needed to do that because we still needed to grab this, but we're gonna have a loop before that point. We can have Exba handle it by just it doesn't need to do this step then because we'll be good. So we'll do actually yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that, and then that's gonna happen at a different time. So we're gonna copy X to M, and then so we go global, send that over because it needs it doesn't need the word debit though. Yeah, no, that's not what it needs. So that's bad, actually. No, what am I doing? No, that should all happen then. But we will need to send the counter before we do anything else. So actually, maybe we have the counter happen before any of this. We still need to have 301 with us, so we'll just bring it over, and then we'll drop it. Grab 199, and then we have our count, and then we'll build a counter. Yeah. And this will copy F to T, add to X1, write that back into X, test into file, and if false, jump to directory counter. And it can just do, oh, whoops, I've got to put a space in there. It can just do that until it builds a counter. And then we will copy, oh, wait a minute, because we still need to mode, don't we? Yeah, which means we don't need to mode here. Actually, no, we will, because yeah, so mode. So that puts us local. I'm going to copy what's in our X directory over, and then we're going to drop the file. I'm going to grab file 301 again, and do all this as normal. Seek 1 because we need debit, and then we do the rep directory thing because we need that to have the debit word, and then we copy the next file over, which we're still because we're still at local. Whoops! So we need to do that. Go global, then do this, then do this because we need to send over credit, and then it can blow itself up. That'll be it, basically done. So it'll do, hang on a minute, so it'll do all of that. Then it'll do all of this. And then it'll blow itself up. And this will handle the rest of it, I guess. Why is the size not applicable? Is it not? Oh, because this is wrong. Okay. Yeah. All right. Is that? Yeah, that was the problem. All right, whatever. Okay. So we do that. Yeah. Okay. So then that, and then this can basically continue on as normal. Sending all of this, doing this, sending this, getting something back. Going to wait, copying M to T. Oh, right. Copying what we're getting over into our T register, which will be the account number. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, we've got a lot of code here that we haven't got anything that kind of represents up here. So the first thing it's going to get is its file counter, which is great. So we'll do all of this, and then we will copy because we could save it, because this will be a credit, won't it? In some way. Well, actually, no, because the very first thing it's going to get, copy M to... the very first thing it's going to get is a counter. So we'll put that in there. And then... so it'll get that. Send that over. It'll do that stuff, and then it's going to send over this. So then we're going to copy M to X, and once we've done that, then we're ready to start to receive data from other people, which will be Mark, and we'll call this Ember file. We'll call it. We'll just call it Ember. So this will be Ember's account, which will then so what are we going to get? We're going to get the account number. So we're going to copy what comes in to the F register. So it'll be the account number. Then we need to copy over the word credit. So hang on. So this copy F to X. What are we doing that for? Oh, that's a problem. Hang on. Because what am I sending? I'm sending over the word credit. So no. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to do this. Oh dear. Because we're not going to get the account number. That's fine. No, that's fine. We go M to T. So we get our counter. We get our word. Because our word's always in the same spot. Yeah, it is. So, okay. And then we seek minus 9999. So we go back to the start of the file. Wait, why are we seeking to the end of the file then? Let's not seek. Yeah, we don't need to seek to the end of the file, like at all. We're always going to be at the start of the file because we haven't messed with the file yet. So that's, yeah, there we go. So that works. And then copy, no. What we're going to do is it needs to send, it goes local and it copies, yeah, so it's going to now send the account number. So we need to copy that over. Then we need to go all the way to the end of the file, copy what we get back over. So we're going to send them an account. We're going to send them Ember's account number. We're going to get an account number back, and then we're going to copy. Damn it. That's our counter, and X will be that'll be the word credit that we get. So then we copy X to F, copy 1 to F, copy 0 to F, subtract from T 1, write that back into T, and then if true, and then jump back to Ember. Oh, Ember. Okay, and that should write that file. And then did we take care of 301? Hang on, so we did that. We got the word debit, and we got the word credit. Sent it over. Oh, no, we didn't. Then we just wipe that file. So that takes care of that file and end. Okay, and that is literally all that needs to do. Wait a minute. No, hold on, because we still need to go back to the beginning. So we'll need to seek. Well, we can do that we can do that here actually. Seek all the way back. Okay. I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna break these out. Because actually I'm gonna move that over here. I'm gonna move that here because that's doing the bulk of the work now, and that's not doing much of the work. Okay, so now they're both grabbing their respective files. They're moving over, and then drop that, grabbing 199, and that's waiting for. So now that's gonna wait for a counter, which is great. So it's gonna do that, add 1 to X, do this, and it's just going to constantly move through the file, which it now is. So it jumps through, goes to local, sends that counter over. Okay, so now we got it. So now we're waiting for the word credit. Ooh, no, that's fine. So now we drop that file because we don't want the file register anymore. That's right. Grab 301. Yep. Why are we seeking? Oh yeah, no, we need that because we need the word debit. Yes. And we go global, and we do this. So we create our clone, and our clone now has the word debit in it. That's great. Oh, okay. We need to go back after we've done that. So what we need to do is seek -1. That'll now work. So we do that. Seek minus. Oh no. Seek -1's not going to be any good. Whatever. We'll just go all the way back to the beginning of the file. Screw it. That works. Okay. Back to the beginning of the file. Copy that over. And then go local. Send that over. So it's got its word credit. Good. Okay. Right. Oh no. Something went wrong. Oh boy. We're out. Timings are off. Okay. That's no good. Oh dear. Oh. Why is that grabbing 199 there? Oh. Yeah, it doesn't need to. No, okay, because we've done it here. Right. Okay. Test for the end of the file, which it won't be at, so then it'll copy whatever's in there into its T register. Do that. Jump over. Okay. Hang on. So do that. So that just has it. It just has, that word. It grabs the file, tests for the end of the file while we're doing this. X to M. So that's both happened at the same time, and now that's waiting for. And now it's sending information, and it's ready to receive info. Oh, but they're on the wrong channel. Okay. So. Why are they... Wait, hang on. Why have we got them on different channels, actually, at all? There's no need. Because this isn't going to transmit anything... Well, this isn't transmitting anything at all, ever. So, actually, we could just get rid of those steps. We just make this global. And it's going to go... We don't need that. We can just get rid of our mode steps completely. And get rid of that step. Unless, well... no, we don't need it. No, we don't need it. Okay. So, you can do that. Do that. Create that. Go back. Well, actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this first. and then create, because then the very next thing we'll do is do that. Well, actually, you know what? Instead of copying F to X, we'll just copy it straight over. We'll just send it right over. Let's do that like straight away. Just to make sure that that guarantees is going to happen. So it's going to get its gets its counter, right? Grabs that, gets the word debit, does that, builds the file directory one, and gets the word credit, and just sends it straight over. Beauty. While this is doing all of that, so now it's ready to receive. Dope. Yeah, and then Exapunks is going to get rid of itself, that's fine. And then, because it's done everything it needs to do, and this is now grabbing the file, and it's now ready to, oh wait, no, copy, no, it's now trying to receive information, this is trying to, no, this is sending information, okay, so it sends information, alright, okay, and then it's sending information back. And then does this. And this is doing its same thing. Oh, wait. Yeah, but did it do what I wanted it to do before that point? Yes, it did. Cool. So yeah, that. Oh wait, no, but it didn't, because it didn't send back. Oh, that did not send back anything. Do we? No, it did. No, it did. There it is. There. Oh my god. Yes, it did. Wait, does that mean that worked? Well, they all blew themselves up. Oh dear. But I don't think we... No, we did... Well, we withdrew money. We deposited them into her account. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. Or is that... Or do we need to create a file in here? Wait, no. Move the new account into checking. Then iterate over the checking accounts listed in the directory, and in that order, transfer... Oh my god. They can't all happen in parallel, I think is what it's doing. Oh my god. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna call it there. Like, my brain's twisted up. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it there. So, yeah, sorry about that. I know I usually go longer, but like, I can feel I've hit the wall. I've hit a wall, and I need to like basically stop and like take a break. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Check us out on Instagram if you want to get notified of when I'm on next. I'll be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. AEST. Check for, your local time zones. And check out our podcast. We release it every Tuesday. The link's down below. Check out our YouTube channel, which is linked down below as well if you want to see previous streams. I think that's it. Yeah, so with that, this has been Pint Party. Cheers.